And we are starting to stream. See how this looks. Turn this volume down. And we are starting to stream. Let's see. I should be live right about now. I should be live right now. So let's see if I'm live. Boom, it says I'm live. Let's see if I'm live. Let's see how I'm looking. It says I'm starting live and you are live. Let's see. See if I'm live or not. Boom. Yes, I am live. See how this looks. Turn this volume down. What's going on, social media socialites? You guys are in the building. Boom. Let's go ahead and check in. Boom. We good to go. So this is Cigars with the CEO. We're on location. So we are on location. I am out here on the West Coast, and yeah, I'm out here on the West Coast, and I am doing a special Cigars with the CEO. Now, we are so close to hitting 5,000 subscribers. I am still going to make this for 5,000 subscribers. So this is, we got some new stuff going on, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited. I see you guys are chiming in. So if you guys do not know who I am, if you've never seen this before, let me let you guys know. My name is E.DeanCole, and this is Money Making Money. There it is. Money Making Motivation. Bam! There it is. This is Money Making Motivation. This is your #1 source for economic empowerment. And I'm your host, E.DeanCole. Hadn't said that in a minute. That was when, so this is kind of like the setup for the show, guys. This is how the setup for the show is going to be a little different though, but yeah, so I am doing this special live Cigars with the CEO. So not only are we able to put this up, that the boom, not only are we able to put this up, I can now put up your chats. So let's go ahead and put your chats up too. Boom, there you go. So now you're able to see your chats. Let's go ahead and maximize and zoom this bad boy in some. Boom, there you go. I know it might be a little blurry, but now you can see your comments. So when people say like, Dean, who are you talking to? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. Now you guys are able to see your chats. You're able to see who is watching. You're able to see your comments. So we're good to go, guys. So we're going to do a special Cigars with the CEO. This is a special Monte Cristo cigar. As you guys can see, I will be reviewing this beautiful special Monte Cristo special edition, and I'm going to be taking your calls live on the air. Yes, so make sure you hit that share button, hit that like button. I'm going to be taking your calls live on the air. So let's go ahead and see who's all in the building as we get ready to do this. What's going on? We have Nightcrawler is in the building. Hey, Nightcrawler, how you feeling today, my man? We have Nightcrawler in the building. What up, Dean? We have Justin Diaz is in the building. I am live. Good stuff. We got Roderick Sharp is in the building. Hey, Roderick, how are you doing today, my man? We got Travis Christina's in the building. Hey, Travis, how are you feeling, my man? We got JC Black is in the building. How are you doing, JC Black? Enjoying your class. True blessings. Thank you so much for that, JC Black. I appreciate you. We have Micah is in the building. Hey, Micah the DIYer. Hey, Micah, how are you doing today? It's all the way live. Yes, it's all the way live. We got Roderick Sharp is in the building. We got Mario Caldwell is in the building. How are you doing, Mario? We have BKL1N1 is in the building. That's an interesting name. We got Kwashiba is in the building. Hello, Kwashiba. How are you doing? Whatever happened to that software that you were using, this is it. This is that software that we were using. We just had to get it perfected, my man. It looks like somebody just enrolled into the course live. Awesome. Let's see who was that just enrolled into the course live. I just got the notification, and it looks like Craig Dampler just enrolled into the course. Hey, Craig, how are you, my man? I hope you are watching this and tuning in. You just enrolled into the course. I am going to send you your information right now. Bear with me for one moment. Guys, this is live. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go ahead and hit that share button and hit that like button. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to share this in a couple of places. And I'm going to take your calls live. And we're answering questions related to how to start a business. We're talking about business funding. We are live. Now, I'm not going to be forever, ever extremely long. Let's see if we can get some more light. Boom. There we go. Get some more light in the building. It's dark, ladies and gentlemen. It is dark. Even though it is 9 o'clock on the about 10 o'clock on the East Coast, it is 7 o'clock on the West Coast, and I have dinner reservations. So I got to figure this out. I started a little later than I wanted to, but I'm taking my team out to dinner. Tonight is my last night here in New Orleans. After I leave New Orleans, I am headed to, no, after I leave Las Vegas, then I'm headed to New Orleans to go see my baby. Now that is somewhat of a vacation. Somebody said, hey, Dean, you're on vacation. Like, no, it's not vacation. I'm still working. As you guys see, we got stuff that wasn't working right, they working right now. You understand what I'm saying? When you get the team and you got to sit down with your team, then you be up through there. So I'm excited about that. But bear with me for one moment. Who was that I just said? It was Craig that just enrolled. So let me make sure Craig has everything that he needs. Boom, boom, boom. And I am going to share this in multiple different locations, and I want you guys to do the exact same thing. So if you're watching this on the replay, now you can see the comments. You can see the comments right. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see how we can do this. Boom, there we go. You can see the comments right there. My it was messing with me. So you can see the comments right there. So when you are watching me live, these are the comments. So when people are watching me live, now you're able to see the comments, which is great. So it's not like I'm talking to myself. And if you're watching this for the first time, like I said, my name is E.DeanCole, and I own E.DeanCole Financial, and this is Money Making Motivation. All right, E.DeanCole Financial, we are a consulting firm, and we specialize in working capital, alternative finance, and business credit development. That's what we do. So Craig just enrolled into the course as we speak, and this is live. So I want to make sure that Craig has everything that he needs. And I forwarded everything to my cell phone, guys. So when you guys call the office line to talk with me, in order to talk with me tonight, you're going to call the office line. Don't call yet, okay? Let me make sure I get everything straight first. I forwarded everything to my cell phone so that I can make sure that we are up to speed with everything and you can see everybody's comments. So I am going to go and share this in a few places, and I want you guys to do the exact same thing. I want you to share this on Facebook. I want you to share this on Twitter. I want you to share this everywhere that you guys share information. In your private Facebook groups, I want you guys to share this too. So let's go ahead and get ready to share this on Facebook. And I'm also going to share this in the exclusive group, which is DCFI Online Executive Lounge. A lot of people have been asking to join. We're live from Las Vegas. All right, let's see. We are live from Las Vegas. Bam. We're live from Vegas. I just say Vegas. A lot of people have been asking to join the private Facebook group. And this is exclusively for clients that are enrolled into the course. There's a lot of proprietary information that is not available to the public. I have hours and hours and hours of video that is not seen anywhere but in the private group. Make sure that went through. Boom. Yes, we are live from Vegas. All right, let me share this in a couple more places. And so I want you guys to do the exact same thing. I want you to share this in a couple of places too. But yeah, so in the private Facebook group, it is not like a regular Facebook group. It is specifically for individuals that are enrolled into the course. So that's the purpose for the group. Like I said, I have hours of content that's not seen anywhere else, not on Facebook, not on YouTube. It's just me teaching. And a lot of times I'm a lot more transparent in the in our private group because I know that it's just us. Right now there are 365 people that are enrolled into the course, and there are 365 entrepreneurs, 100% entrepreneurs that are building their business, building business credit, getting funding, getting small business loans. They're all enrolled. That's everyone that's enrolled into the group. So let me go ahead and get ready to share this in a couple more places, and I want you guys to do the exact same thing. And so if you're watching, I want you to tell me that you shared and where you shared it from, and I'm going to shout you guys out, and I'm going to take your questions live. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. I'll be taking your questions live on the air. And I'm going to toast up this cigar. We have a nice, beautiful, nice Monte Cristo. Monte Cristo, and it is not just a Monte Cristo, but it is a special edition Churchill Monte Cristo, which is one of my favorites. So I'm excited about that. So if you guys can hear me okay, and you guys can hear me clearly and see me clearly, let me know how you guys feel about everything. Oh, excuse me. I am starting a discussion. Let me see this hashtag 33, 26, 27. Okay. Give me a moment, guys. 33, 26-27. Bam. Boom. So I see you guys asking your questions. I see your questions are up. Let's go ahead and get ready to get into this. I'm going to be answering all of your questions live. So give me a call. And I'll be answering your questions live. But first, we're going to get into toasting up this cigar, and we'll be good to go. Boom. Make sure I drop this everywhere that needs to be dropped. I'm going to drop this in. I think I'm dropping this everywhere that needs to be dropped. So this is live. Yes, this is live. I'm all the way in Vegas, and we are all the way live. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get into this. All right, one more place. I just want you guys to do the exact same thing. See how I shared it in multiple places? I want you guys to do the exact same thing. I want you to share it in multiple places as well. Because people, they watch content in different places and in different formats and different forms. And I want everyone to be able to get this information readily available to them. So if you shared it, I want you to tell me where you shared it at. And I want you to not only tell me where you shared it at, then I want you to, I want you to share it. I apologize. And then let me know where you shared it at. So give me a moment, guys. And this is all the way live. I'm excited about this. We are all the way live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Boom. There's so many different places that I network with people. God Almighty. God Almighty. So many places. Guys, you got to forgive me. All right, I see the thumbs up. Okay, I see the thumbs up from a Cool 86. What's going on, a Cool 86? How you feeling, my man? So we are going to be getting into this cigar with the CEO. We're talking about how you're able to start a business. One other place, one other group, and I'll be done. Boom, there we go. Boom, here we go. And we are good to go. So we're going to get ready to toast this up. All right, so let's see who's all in the building. Let's see who's all in the building, who's all commenting, and who is all in the building. So let's see who's all in the building, who has come in, and where you guys shared it from. Okay, we got, all right, John Tia is in the building. Hey, John, how are you doing today? John Tia is in the building. Curtis Clement is in the building. Hey, Curtis, how are you doing today? We got Crudy Benz is in the building. Hey, Crudy, how are you doing today? Travis Christian is in the building. He says, when going through your program and setting up trucking business credit, does your program give preferred vendors? You know what, Travis, that's a very good question. You might want to call me with that one. Call me with that one when I open up the phone line. So that's a very good question. All right, we got Fly. Okay, you like that, Carlton? Carlton is liking that. Okay, Aku 86, that's what's up. All right, Margot is in the building. Hey, Margot, how are you doing? Taking time, but making progress. That's good stuff, Double C. Double C is in the building. You love my stuff, Margot? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Anthony Cox is in the building. How are you doing? All right, and stay active, present and accounted for. That's what I'm talking about. Stay active, present and accounted for. Good stuff. So if you shared this, let me know where you shared it. And then also, let's go ahead and chime in and tell me where you're watching from. So as we get ready to do that, you see that? That's how you open this special edition Monte Cristo. Got it this outside, so you got to open it like you open a bottle of wine. See, this is special. This is special edition. We are less than 20 subscribers away from 5,000 subscribers, guys. So less than 20 away from 5,000 subscribers. So this is a very special, look at this nice, beautiful Monte Cristo. It smells so good, guys. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? This Monte Cristo smells so good. So this is the, as you guys can see, get that focus together. Boom. There we go. This is the Monte Cristo, the beautiful Monte Cristo. Now, I am traveling and I left my cutter and I left my guillotine. So, one quick tip that you guys can do to punch your cigar is take your keychain. Oh, what's this? This is live, guys. Take your keychain and create a nice little punch like that. You're good to go. Oh my gosh, this tastes so good. This is good. This is a nice cigar. So guys, like I said, this is a special edition and I forwarded all of the calls to my cell phone. So you can call the office line. If you want to speak with me, you can call me right now. You can call the office line. The number is 1-800-867-7941. That's 800-867-7941. Call the office line right now, and I will answer your questions live as I get ready to toast up this beautiful cigar. Beautiful Monte Cristo cigar. I had to go out and get another torch. This is like my 4th torch, so we're going to toast up this beautiful Monte Cristo cigar. Let the bad boy get ready to toast up. Yep. Look at that. This is Cigar with the CEO, and I'm going to answer your questions live. So give me a call. The number to call is my office line. If you call the office line, I have it forwarded to my cell. The office number is area code 800-867-7941. That's 800-867-7941. So how are you guys doing today? You're doing pretty good. Let's see everyone that's in the building that's watching. All right, we have over 28 of you guys that are watching right now. Let's get 28 likes. We're going to do this bit by bit. So we have over 28 people watching. Hit 28 likes right now. Okay, let's see who's in the building. Stacy Active. Stacy, how are you doing today? Stacy just messaged me. All right. All right. Travis says I can't call Dean. Ladies' night. All right. All right. Justin Jones is in the building. How are you doing, Justin? All right. All right, so you're having an issue. All right, so let's go ahead and answer some of your questions. Ray David is in the building. Hey, Ray, how are you doing today? Late in, however, hello, Mr. Cole. How are you doing? You liked and shared. Okay, awesome. I appreciate that, Ray. So you shared on you shared the YouTube, Gregory. Thank you for sharing that, Gregory. Double C says learning a lot from the program, bro. Awesome, Double C. I'm glad that you are learning a lot from the program. Much love. Keep feeding the hungry people. Keep feeding we hungry. Yes, Gregory, I would definitely do that. Roderick Sharp is in the building. All right, Roderick, am I able to send your cPanel information? Yes, cPanel information should have been sent, Roderick. Check your spam folder if you can. All right, Anthony Cox is in the building. All right, so Anthony, you asked a question. Anthony, you asked a question about a 504 loan. So the question that Anthony asked, what do I think about a 504 loan? A 504 loan, for you guys don't know, 504 is a code from the Small Business Administration, which stands for Small Business Loan. 504 loans are very good because they are government-backed loans. However, they're not that easy to obtain. It's not easy to obtain a 504 loan. So my advice when you do go to get a 504 loan, you're going to need to make sure that you have to be in business at least for the first 24 months to be able to really get a 504 loan. Some brokers are able to do express loans where you've been in business for 12 months, but most of the time they want you to be in business for 24 months, and they want to see your tax returns as well. So 504 loans are great, but they're very difficult to get. I teach how to build business credit that's separate from your personal credit, and how you're able to get small business funding through private lenders, through credit unions versus some SBA and different things like that. But you are able to get some SBA loans. We do talk about that in the course as well. So Rockwell is in the building. Hey Rockwell, how you feeling, my man? Sorry about that. Can you set up a consultation with you tomorrow? Well, no, Justin, I'm actually, I'll be traveling tomorrow. If you want to call me right now, you can give me a call. This is a special Cigars with the CEO. So if you want to call me, you can actually call me right now. I forwarded all the calls from the office to my cell. So you can call 800-867-7941. That's 800-867-7941. That is the number to call. 800-867-7941. Can I get one of my moderators to type that in? Matter of fact, can I do that on this thing? I think I could do that on this thing. I don't know. But it's 800-867-7941. That's the number to call. It went down the wrong pipe when I was talking. That's the number to call so that I can answer your questions live. If you guys are shy and you don't want to, well now, I mean, if you ask your question, it's posted right now. So we got the technology working. So let's see these other questions. Boom. All right. You know what? I could type it in right here. 800-867-7941. Boom. There we go. 800-867-7941. That is the office number, and you guys can call in if you have any questions. This is a special Cigars with the CEO. What's up, Aku86? How are you feeling today, my man? Thank you so much for that, Justin. Okay, Craig says all signed up. All right, good stuff, Craig. I'm glad that you're all signed up, my man. Good stuff. Oh, shoot. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Good stuff. You like this shirt? Thank you very much, Keita. Keita says, what's going on? You just got in from Miami. Thank you very much. This is a very, very, very strong stick, guys. As I try to talk, and as I try to talk with it, really, it's like it just blow back. That glass ain't no joke. Listen to me, this thing ain't no joke right here. You gotta look at this. It's a grown man cigar right here. This Monte Cristo, this is a grown man stick right here. All right. Oh, so many questions. Okay. All these questions in the chat. Okay. All right. All these questions in the chat. Okay. All right. You liked and shared. Good stuff. I appreciate that. So, you're waiting to take notes. I found peace. Okay. Awesome. If you're ready to take notes and you just want me to teach, then I'm okay with that as well. All right. So Drew 28 says, Dean just ran up on your YouTube. Good stuff. Thank you so much for that, Drew. I'm glad that you decided to to subscribe, and I'm so glad that you find value in what it is that we do. All right, guys. Wow. So, okay, you guys are asking questions here. Okay. I would prefer if you called in to ask questions, but okay, if you're asking questions here, that's good. Okay. So, the first question, all these questions. Let's get to it. All right. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Ray said gotta go. Okay, I appreciate that. All right. So stay active. You asked me, do I help with business growth, not just the credit? When you say business growth, help me understand what you mean by that, business growth. You mean when it comes to strategy? Do you mean, do you want to do strategy sessions? Do I help with people wanting to do strategy sessions and When with mentorship, yes, I do. When you're enrolled into the course, you're able to schedule consultations with me. Now, granted, some of that is going to change. You know what? Let me see something. There we go. Now we can see all of the comments. So some of it is going to change because we're growing at such a rapid pace, guys. Let me tell you how many people we got enrolled. So somebody just enrolled. Craig enrolled as I'm live. So Craig made, let me show you. I'm going to show you guys. God is so good. Craig made 398. Can you guys see? Let's see if you guys can see this. Let's see. Will it show up? It don't want to show up. It don't want to show up. it don't want to show up. Okay. It don't want to show up. But Craig made 3. So we have 398 people enrolled into the course. So I am about to roll out the executive coaching, which is more detailed. The executive coaching is going to have a lot more detail when it comes to things like buying seasoned trade lines for your business, buying seasoned trade lines for your personal line of credit. I'm going to talk about the secrets of CPNs. I'm going to teach on the secrets of shelf corporations, how to obtain a shelf corporation. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about corporate leasing when it comes to leasing jets in your business name. When we talk about leasing cars in your business name, all of that is going to be taught in the executive coaching. And in the executive coaching, I'm going to reserve the right for the 15-minute consultations in there because there's just so many people. The schedule is changing. So I said all of that to say, yes, I do help people with that to answer your question. But it's based on, that consultation. So when you say business growth is so vague. So I need to know in specificity what you mean when you say business growth. But very good question. So Joiner Tia says, you incorporated a nonprofit. Awesome. It says, I incorporated a nonprofit. Can I build business credit also? Or is that different? That's a very good question. So that is from Joiner Tia. So Joiner Tia, a nonprofit is just the is a different entity. Like a LLC is an entity, a S corporation is an entity, a C corporation is an entity. It's a business entity. So that being said, yes, you need to build business credit for your nonprofit. Now, nonprofit is not the same thing as tax exempt. Tax exempt is a 501c3 status. There is a course that we're going to be releasing that is, if everyone that's enrolled into the course, they see it, it's there, but we haven't released the content, which is your nonprofit, your 501c3 coaching. So we have something set aside specifically for 501c3, the 501c3 coaching, and that is going to coach you how to create a 501c3 and how to get your first grant within 3 months of becoming a 501c3. Yes, there is a relationship that we have with a grant writer who has a tremendous track record with Google Grants. And Google is just giving out money if you are positioned the proper way. How you're able to get over $240,000 from Google as a brand new 501c3, and we show how you're able to monetize that. So that's the cool thing about that. You guys hear the helicopter going by? So that's a very good question. Margot says, Margot said, is Navy Federal a good lender to do business? Yes. Navy Federal is a very good credit union to go ahead and get business funding from. So yes, Navy Federal is a very good one to get business funding from. All right, so let's answer these questions. You're learning a lot from the course. Okay, that's good stuff. Boom. All right, so let's go down these questions. Boom, a lot of these questions. Okay, like I said, if you guys want to give me a call, you can call. The number to give me a call if you want to call is 800-867-7941 if you want to call and ask me these questions and we have a conversation about it. Because some of these questions, as you can see, have multiple layers to it. As a consultant, when you're doing business consulting, it's not always just a quick one-off answer because There's a lot of different moving parts. It's convoluted a lot of times to make sure that you give out good advice. And because I am bound by banking and finance, I can't just give out frivolous advice. Because I am a business consultant, because I have my NMLS ID, because I have credentials with banking and finance, it's considered malpractice if I give out partial information. Kind of like if you go to a plastic surgeon and he does half of your nose and he doesn't finish the other half, you can sue him for malpractice. So intellectual property is a little more to it than just talking and giving advice when you have credentials like I do. So that's the reason why I set up this situation. When people are enrolled into my course, they're able to call, they're able to schedule time with me, and the videos are very in-depth. Whereas on YouTube, they're not as in-depth. And so that's why we created the Cigar with the CEO, so you can ask these questions. So let's go ahead and look at some of this stuff. Boom. Okay, I just made Carlton Miller a moderator. I just made Carlton Miller a moderator by accident. Okay, I just made Carlton a moderator. I hope you're not a troll, Carlton. If you are, I'm just gonna have to get rid of you, my man. All right, so let's get back to these questions. All right, good stuff. Let's see who else is in the building. Justice in the building. Ray Davis in the building. All right, Margot 7, it says, I found peace. All right, good stuff. All right. All right, what up, Dean? All right, good stuff. Okay, Navy Federal. Okay, boom, here we go. Yes, please. Okay. Does an active line of credit unused on loans count towards your DTI? Gregory, that's a very good question. So Gregory asked the question. You guys can see Gregory's question up here. Hold on. You can see Gregory's question up here. So Gregory asked the question. He said, does the active line of credit unused for loans count against your DTI? So Gregory, DTI stands for debt to income ratio. So if you have a loan and you have a zero balance and you have a no monthly payment, it does not count towards your debt to income ratio because that does not go on towards your monthly payment. Your DTI, your debt to income ratio, is calculated based on your monthly payments. Very good question. All right. Aku86 says, what up, Mr. Cole? All right, good stuff. Anthony Cox, thanks for asking. Good stuff. Keita says, in Miami. True Wisdom says, first time tuning in. True Wisdom. First time tuning in live. What's good, my brother? Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you, True Wisdom. Peace and prosperity to the family, True Wisdom. I appreciate that. With a name like that, True Wisdom, you got to be woke. So I appreciate that, True Wisdom. Thank you so much for tuning in live. Okay, hey, Dean. All right, so Joe, so you just tried to call and it says experiencing high call volume and it won't go through? Okay, okay. So that's why the phone's not ringing, because everybody's calling at the same time. Well, try to call again. It says experiencing high call volume and will not go through. Okay. Wow. Okay. So keep trying that again, Joe. So wow, you guys are flooding the phone lines. Okay. All right, Joe. I appreciate that. All right. Maybe I keep forgetting how many people, like there are over 5,000 people, close to 5,000 people subscribed to me right now. So I appreciate all of that. Everybody that's watching right now, don't just watch, hit the like button. Like right now. I want you to hit that like button right now. And if you're watching this on the replay and you're like, Dean, I wanted to have cigars with you. Dean, I wanted to ask you questions live while you're alive. I wanted to do all of those things. What are we looking like for the reservations? They close at 10. It's 7:21 right now. I'll probably be done with this in about 45 minutes because they can't call in because so many people are calling, so I'm just answering questions live. So 45 minutes. Is Leonard here? Okay. All right. Thank you so very much. Like I said, we have reservations, and so I'm gonna take my team out. Like I said, this is my last night in Vegas before I go to New Orleans to see my precious, before I see my honey bunny. All right, so let's see here. All right. Let me catch up where I left off at. All right. Boom. Gregory says already on there. Boom. Okay, let's see. All right, you taking your 10 now in Arkansas, Mario? Okay, that's good stuff. All right. So True Wisdom says, I messed up using my personal credit on my truck. Utilization is all out of whack. Okay. Well, True Wisdom. Um, because of that, our course, it teaches you how to build your business credit that's completely separate from your personal credit, True Wisdom, as well as we teach you a lot of tricks in the 720 FICO coaching, how you're able to reduce your utilization. When you're enrolled into DCFI Online, you're guaranteed on your personal, not your business, okay? On the personal side, you're guaranteed $15,000 of personal lines of credit that are open lines of credit to help boost your credit score. I did a consultation with a young lady today. Her score went up 89 points, and she's about to get a trade line through us. Her score went up just 89 points by just adding some of those things on. So I said all of that to say that that's the reason why we have the 720 FICO coaching, which we give you for free. The 720 FICO coaching is the free gift that we give you for going through the startup coaching. Because if you're going to build business credit that's separate from your personal credit, you might as well also fix your personal credit as well. So True Wisdom, that's a very good question, and we talked about that. All right, Aku is in the building. Okay. So Jamaica says, Dean, this is Ken. Appreciate your help this evening and taking the quiz. You're very, very welcome, Ken. Ken gave me a call. He was having issues logging into the course, and he is logged in, and he's good to go. Ken, I appreciate you so much, my man. I see you watching from Jamaica. I don't want to put no business out there, but hopefully Jamaica is old lady. You understand what I'm saying? But okay, Ken, I'm glad. All right, Ken, you're good to go. All right, Mario is in the building. Okay. All right, so Mario said that the shipper fudged up and gave you the wrong load. Oh man, I hate when that happens. Gave you the wrong load. Hate when that happens. All right, does the active line of credit? Okay, we answer that question. Boom, 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 boom. All right, hey Dean, you tried to call. Okay, good stuff. We're trying to get there. Boom, boom, boom. Detention pay, yes. All right, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Boom. All right. Got your LLC in your EIN today. Demarius Sutton, congratulations, my man. Congratulations, Mr. Sutton. Mr. Sutton is enrolled into the course, and you got your LLC and EIN today. Good stuff, Mr. Sutton. I know it feels good, doesn't it, to make that progress. I'm very proud of you, Mr. Sutton. All right. So Stay Active says strategy, positioning, even maybe investments and having your money work for you when you get to the level and how to recognize it. Yes, Stay Active. So yeah, when you are enrolled into the course, it sounds like you're probably going to want to enroll into the course, and when the time comes, get into the executive coaching, because that's going to be more of that consulting, more of that actual mentorship through the executive coaching. All right, so True Wisdom said 501c3, yes. So 501c3 is a nonprofit status. That means that you don't have to pay taxes to the IRS, and it opens you up to now get money from Google, money from Coca-Cola, money from anybody that gives out grants. You can get money from anybody. You can get now free money from the government when you have a nonprofit and a 501c3 status. You'll be surprised there's so many churches and different organizations out here that are nonprofits, but that don't have 501c3 status. So when you're giving your tithes and your offering, or you're giving donations, sometimes it's not even tax deductible because they're not even 501c3. And that's the reason why we're having the course called the 501c3 coaching. It's going to coach you through how to get a nonprofit and how to build up your nonprofit and how to grow from there. So thank you. So that's a very good question. Okay. All right. I'm still watching. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So Ken Amina says, I have a 501c3. Awesome, Ken Amina. Ken Amina, what is your 501c3, sweetheart? What is your nonprofit? I would love to know what that is, because you can get money right now. If you set yourself up the right way, you can get money right now and get government funding right now. And you can then get grants that can leverage more income for you. So that's good stuff. Gregory Jones says, Um, all right, so I found Peace says, I'm going to join the course tomorrow. Should I have started my business prior to joining, or will you walk me through it? That's a very good question, I found Peace. We're going to walk you through having an idea to getting funding. We're going to take you all the way from A to B. Now, people join the course at multiple different sections. I tell people to chew the meat and spit out the bone. So when you're enrolled into the course, if you're starting fresh and brand new, that's the ideal, perfect way to go, because you don't want to make a mistake. As a business consultant, especially a business consultant that focuses on Black-owned businesses, I have to reteach and I have to clean up a lot of stuff. There's this old song that says, I got to clean up what I messed up. Do y'all remember that song? Started my life over again. I don't know if y'all heard that from the Canton Spirit. I don't know where it came from. But you have to clean up a lot of the stuff that you mess up as a business consultant. So to answer your question, I found Peace, is that that's the ideal for you, because now you're going to walk step by step. You're not going to have a lot of the pitfalls that a lot of other people have, and you're going to be able to go through and get a lot of more shortcuts. So that's perfect for you, I found Peace. I'm excited. I can't wait for you to enroll and to do business with you. That's good stuff. So True Wisdom says, that's how Creflo, Dollar, and them boys stay full. That is true. True Wisdom, yes. When you have a nonprofit, you're able to get funding, and you're able to just stack and stack when you do it the right way and you use your money the right way. That's a very good question. All right. All right, so Margot7 says, do I assist with writing a business plan? That's a very good question, Margot. Typically, I don't. The reason why I don't is because the way that I teach how to build a business, you really don't do that. But on the cruise, Margot, I'm going to teach the $50,000 business plan. So on the cruise, because I normally don't teach it, on the cruise, we're going to have an intense workshop where I'm going to walk with you, and everyone that's in attendance will have a legitimate business plan that they can take to any bank, to take to any investor, any angel investor. Not only that, they're going to have the resources of everything that they need so that, everything that they need so that they will have $50,000 in 3 months. Guaranteed. I'm going to teach that. I normally teach that when I have speaking engagements, and so with the business and pleasure cruise, I'm going to be teaching that on the business and pleasure cruise. So that's a very good question, Margot. Wild West Express says, tapped in. Hey, Wild West Express, I appreciate that. All right, there are over 48 watching right now. I need all of y'all to hit the like button right now. I ain't going to say nothing else until we get 48 likes right now. So there are over 48 people watching right now. I need 48 likes right now. Hit that like button right now. Let people know that you're watching. Let YouTube know that you value this information. I don't want you to just look at me. I want you to ask me questions, but I want you to engage with me as well. I want you to hit that like button right now. All 48 of you guys, hit the like button right now. I'm not answering any more questions until we get 40. If not, I won't say 48. I say at least 40, because it's probably some haters, because we already got one person that thumbed me down. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to answer any more questions until I get at least 40 likes. Let's hit that like button right now. Let's see how we do it. Not lines of credit, but trade lines. Okay. You asked a question about, okay, let's see. All right, so True Wisdom, you want a stogie now? Yes, sir. I want you to go and get you a nice stogie. This is a really nice cigar. This thing out here ain't no joke. It came out the glass, broke the glass. It's beautiful. All right, D. Stanton says, nice shirt. Thank you very much. This is one of my custom dashikis from West Africa. You guys know that I am West African, that I'm from Sierra Leone. So this is one of my favorite dashikis. This is a custom made. I had about 4 of them made. I'm planning on going to Nigeria. If you guys watch my vlog, you know my realtor Harold. He is my countryman. He is Igbo, and we are planning on going to Nigeria for New Year's. So right after Christmas, we're planning on going to Nigeria. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be 30 pounds lighter, and I'm going to have probably about 50 of these things made, custom made, hopefully. God willing, and the creek don't rise. Which reminds me, I have to get my Nigerian visa. I got to get my Nigerian visa. All right, so let's see. Let's get these likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I ain't answering no more questions till these likes get up. Okay, we have 52 likes in the building. Okay, I can get back to answering questions. Okay, awesome. 52 likes. Thank you guys so much for that. 52 likes. Okay, so let's get back to it. Boom. All right, let's answer some more of these questions. Okay. So Joe Branch says, I already have an LLC since 2015. Congratulations. But I use residential address. A lot of businesses do. Like I said, who was that? Who was that? See, I Found Peace, prime example. So I Found Peace, Joe Branch has been in his business since 2015. And he made a very big mistake and has been, and I haven't even finished reading his message, but I'm pretty sure it's going to say something that he's not been able to get any funding. And that's the great thing about the courses, because if you're brand new and you're wanting to start a business, we're going to walk you step by step and walk and hold your hand by going through it. So Joe says, but I use my business address, I use my home address. I use my residential address. I got tongue tied. Let's start over again. I already have an LLC since 2015, but I use a residential address, not a business address, and not a business phone number. I'm enrolled into the course and need to change it to business address and business phone number. Okay, well, Joe Branch, excuse me, Joe Branch. I'm thinking about Joe Button. Joe Branch, you're enrolled into the course. So there's a section in the course that's called LLC. Follow the course step by step, because after the introduction, it goes into the red flags. And after the red flags, it goes into the business address, where you're able to get a business address very, very inexpensive. I have a vendor that's going to give you guys a great deal on that, and also a business grade phone number that they're going to give that to you for free. Okay, so it's going to be free. You don't have to pay anything at all up front. And I think it's only $9 a month. And this is a business telephone number that shows up in the underwriting registry as a business grade phone number. A lot of people use residential phone numbers, or they use their cell phone, and that's one of the red flags. So in the course, we're going to show you how you're able to actually get like for instance, I have all the calls forwarded to my cell phone. As you guys know, when you guys call, it goes to my office, and either Keenan or Michaela will pick up the phone, or maybe Patricia will pick up the phone, or actually, I was about to say Nigel. Nigel is actually no longer with the company anymore. I had to let Nigel go last week. But anyway, Nigel would normally pick up the phone. But I actually able to transfer my calls to my cell phone. You can do the exact same thing. A lot of times people use a Google Voice number. That is an instant red flag. If you use a Google Voice and an underwriter sees that, as a matter of fact, the first thing that happens is that it's going to be registered as a VoIP, which stands for voice, which stands for voice over IP, a VoIP. And then that's going to cause the underwriters to look into it, and they see Google Voice, you're going to be instantly red flagged as a high-risk business, because most scammers and scam artists or whatnot, they use their Google Voice. I had to take some of that light away. It was getting a little too rich. Okay, so more questions. More questions. All right. All right. Greg says, no, it does not. So Greg, help me to understand what True Wisdom said, no, it does not. Re-ask your question in a full sentence. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to call. Listen, if you guys want to call, you can call the office line. All right. The number, if you can get through, the office number is 800-867-7941. That's 800-867-7941. If you can get through. It seems like a lot of people have been bombarding the phone, and I didn't realize that there was so many people calling at the same time. So I apologize for that. Okay, so many more questions. Okay, let's see. It says, you grill those cowboys, so I became a new member. Thank you. So Keenan, I'm glad that you enrolled. I'm glad that you decided to subscribe after you saw those cowboy ribeyes. So, Keena Mina. That's a cool name. Keena Mina. I'm glad that you decided to subscribe because you saw those cowboy ribeyes. They were delicious, I must say. And like I said, I grilled it for my team. All right. So, all right. Thank you so much, Mario, for getting rid of that troll. All right. So D Stanton says, nice shirt. Like I said, this is a dashiki from Sierra Leone. All right. Jamila Newborn says, Dean, I've had a K Carter Trucking. I've had the name K Carter Trucking Enterprise LLC since October 2015. Can I build business credit with it, or do I need to clean some things up? Well, Jamaica, that's a very good question. To see if you can build business credit with your LLC, and like I said, that's a convoluted question. I need to ask some other questions, but yes, you can. You don't need a clean slate. You can actually start from where you are, just fix a few things, update your information, update your profile. And since you had your business since 2015, that's over 2 years. That's phenomenal. That means that you can go to some tier 2 and tier 3 funding a lot faster. You're still going to have to go through tier 1 lines of credit, but it makes it so much easier because you've been in business for 2 years. So good on you. Congratulations for that, Jamaica. So Jamaica, when you enroll into the course, if you decide to enroll into the course, you will be one of the people that I say chew the meat and spit out the bones. You might need to update your address or update some information. Instead of getting a brand new LLC, you just might need to update some information on that section. So that's a very good question. All right. Drew Mon 28 says, how much are your trade lines? Is this something you can discuss on YouTube? Drew Mon, that's a very good question. No. So I only provide trade lines after you've been taught the proper way. I only provide trade lines through my course. So it's not available, it's not open to the public. If you want to purchase trade lines, then there's a teaching that you go through, and we have a full list of trade lines that you're able to purchase to add. Now, what are trade lines? Let me take an opportunity to teach on trade lines for a second. So when people want to purchase trade lines, they're wanting to purchase lines of credit or potential lines of credit through different individuals so they can piggyback on your lines of credit. So let's say, for instance, I always use the story of Aunt Emma and Aunt Jackie. So let's say Aunt Emma has worked at Bell South her entire life. Bell South is a company in Atlanta. Say Bell South is the oldest company. Aunt Emma has 790 credit. Aunt Emma opened up a bank account with Bank of America, has a credit card with Bank of America with a $10,000 limit. She's never been late on her credit, never been late on anything. Aunt Emma has perfect credit. You come to Aunt Emma and say, Aunt Emma, I really want to buy this car. I want to buy this house. Could you help me? And she's going to say, sure, baby, I'll help you what you need. And you say, Aunt Emma, add me as an authorized user to that Bank of America. She said, okay, baby. So what Aunt Emma does is add you to Bank of America as an authorized user. Instantly, all those wonderful long years of credit now jumps on your credit, and your score normally boosts around 200 points, 200 to 250 points, most cases. That's Aunt Emma. Well, everybody don't have an Aunt Emma. Like me, I ain't have an Aunt Emma, all right? But I do have an Aunt Jackie. And Aunt Jackie worked real hard to get her credit together. Listen, Aunt Jackie was like, listen, I cleaned up my credit, I fixed my credit, now I got these wonderful lines of credit I done had for 10, 15 years. And baby, if you want to be added to my trade line, sure, I'll add you. It's going to cost you a couple $100. You pay Aunt Jackie a couple $100. She adds you on. She's going to add you on for 2 to 3 months. Your scores jump up. But the purpose for that is a temporary fix. You got to be RTG, ready to go, and have a clear-cut, precise plan on what you're going to do with these new lines of credit. That's the reason why I don't just give them out to the general public and anybody just can't buy them, because like I said, I am liable as a consultant, and when I teach like I say, truth to power, and I want to make sure that I empower you and not enable you. So if you get a trade line and you think, oh, I got a 780 credit score, what I'm gonna do? 3 months later, your credit score dropped. Like, wow, what happened? Because you did not have the strategy on how you're able to maximize and how you're able to capitalize and make that credit your own. So that's why I teach that. So that's a very good question. Who was that asked that question? That was Demond28. Very good question, Demond28. However, In the course, not only do you have trade lines, okay, that is in the executive coaching. The executive coaching is for the trade lines, but in the startup coaching, you have actual lines of credit. These are not temporary lines of credit. $15,000 that will be added to your personal account. These are not temporary. These are real that you're able to utilize and use, and they're going to boost your credit. And that's the reason why I teach you step by step to clean things up, add on the guaranteed real lines of credit, and then if you need to, then get trade lines. Trade lines are temporary, but lines of credit are permanent. So in the course, you have access to $15,000 guaranteed as long as you are not in open bankruptcy, and as long as you don't have open, oh shoot, okay, we good. As long as you're not in open bankruptcy, and as long as you do not have a open child support debt that shows up as a judgment on your credit report, then you're able to do that. And guess what? If you do have open bankruptcy, and if you do have child support, then I'm able to show some tricks of the trade, how you're able to get that cleaned so that you can get those lines of credit. So all of that is something that needs to be, you have to be taught. So to make sure that you use it the proper way. Okay. So let's jump back in here. If you just tuned in and you watch it, I want you to hit the like button, and I want you to hit the share button. I want you to share this right now. All right, so let's see, more questions. Boom, 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 boom. So many more questions. All right, so many more questions. Boom. All right. All right, so True Wisdom says you was going to ask, but Dun and Bradstreet charged $1,500 for a line of credit. Yes. So Dun and Bradstreet, I don't know that they charge for lines of credit. I'm not sure about that. So True Wisdom, it seems like you're asking bits and pieces. It seems like you're mixing business credit with personal credit. And so they're separate, and I teach you how to make them separate so you can maximize yourself the proper way. So True Wisdom, I strongly suggest that you continue to ask questions, enroll into the course when you're ready, and we can help you understand and break everything up, because you keep asking in bits and pieces. So asking me stuff in full, complete sentences so I can answer you effectively. All right. Tanya Thomas says, hi, okay. So Tanya Thomas says, hi. It was my understanding that utilization is different on business credit, but Staples is reporting $600 balance, and it's not reporting the $5,000 limit. It dropped my Experian business score. What can I do? All right, Tanya, that's a very good question. So yes, utilization does not go into effect with personal credit. With business credit like it does with personal credit. So what happens is that if for some reason if they reduced your line of credit, that means that you weren't using it. It was just sitting dormant. So what you can do is get the credit line increased again, give the underwriting department a call, let them know that you want to increase your line of credit again. Increase your line of credit. Whenever they reduce it on the business side, you can go back and get it added again. Now, notice, you said that your score went down because of it. Now, let me ask you this question. Did your score go down and then they reduced it? Because sometimes it's cause and effect. So we need to figure out exactly what exactly is it that you mean. And that would have been a perfect question for you to call in so we can have a conversation if you can get through. Like I said, I know it's kind of hard to get through, so I'm going to drop the number again if you can get through. Somebody said that the calls are just jammed up, but if you can get through, then that would be a great question, because that's a question that has layers to it, and I need to get a good understanding, and I would need to tell you specific strategy for specificity and practicality for your situation. I need to know if you have a S Corp, a C Corp, or LLC. I need to know what else do you have. I need to know if you have an 80 Paydex as well. I need to know exactly what your credit mix looks like before I can give you a concise answer. But the general answer is give them a call and have it raised, and you can have it raised again, and figure out why they dropped it, if for what was the purpose. So this is a very good question. All right. All right, give me good stuff. Good question. All right, there's a lot of questions coming in. Wow. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so Travis Christian says, when going through your program and setting up trucking business credit, does your program give preferred lenders to start with? Yes, Travis. So I do give lenders based. So basically, great question. Just like what Travis Christian just asked. Not Travis. Excuse me. That's you. So just like the question that wow, I missed a lot of questions. I just jumped around. So just like the question that the young lady just asked, I just jumped around. Now forgive me. We do. That's why we do consultations. And yes, there are trade lines. There are lenders and vendors that I suggest that you go through based on your business type and your industry. That's going to give you preferred. That are going to give you preferred terms based on your industry type. So that's a very good question. Boom. All right, let's kind of get back on track. Boom. Okay. Let's get back on track, guys. Give me a second. As I'm toasting. You guys are asking a gang of questions. Thank you so much for all your questions. Asking a gang of questions. Okay, let's see. All right, so Jason says, is it possible to get business loans with a 3-month-old LLC? Yes, Jason. You can get business funding through business credit cards, private lenders, and through my favorite credit unions. That's a very good question, Jason Diaz. You sure can. All right, so Alan says, hi, Dean. I'm stuck on the numbers don't lie, Dun and Bradstreet twist. Should I schedule a call? Yes, Alan. Go through the private Facebook group and you'll see my calendar and schedule a 15-minute consultation with me. The next available time for me to do a you see me in me. The next available time that I'm doing 15-minute consultations will be on Monday because well, on Fridays. I'm sorry, Friday I will because I'm going to New Orleans on Thursday. And you guys know when I'm with my daughter, I'm with my daughter. So even though I'm out here on the West Coast in Vegas, that's not really much like a vacation for me. But when I go to New Orleans to spend time with my precious, then that's when I kind of disconnect. But I will be back. I will be answering my calendar on Friday. I already got my calendar set. And so you can schedule with me on Friday, Alan. That's a very good question. So Mario says, Uline, Quill, Granger are 3 good to start off with. Yes, those are 3 good vendors to start off with, but you need 5 payment experiences in order to get a paydex score. So those are 3, but you need 2 more. That's a very good question. All right. All right, good stuff, True Wisdom. I appreciate you. Don't put it out. You said you with the same carrier as TB and Low. That's good stuff. Don't put that out. So Derek says, if you apply for a fuel fleet card and they ask for a PG, what do you do to get a card without a PG? Derek, that's a very good question. The reason why they're asking for a PG is because your business structure isn't set up the right way. There is a fuel and maintenance account that I give in my course that they don't do any personal guarantees. And the reason why I know this is because I make sure before you apply that you have everything set up the right way. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 for fuel and maintenance. So that means if you need tires, God forbid if you need your truck towed, God forbid if you get locked out, God forbid if you have transmission issues. So that's the reason why I teach in my course certain vendors and lenders to go through. There is, if they're asking for a PG, that's because 9 times out of 10 you're probably a sole proprietor or you're not set up the proper way. So what we do is we teach you to get set up the proper way. It takes about 15 to 45 days to get set up the right way, get some other things going, and then you'll be able to get a fuel account without a PG. It's a very good question. And it won't just be fuel, it'll be fuel and maintenance. What's the purpose of getting a fuel account if let's maximize, you know what I'm saying? Fuel and maintenance, which is one of my favorite vendors. All right, that's a very good question. All right, very good question. Okay. Yep, hit that like button, Gregory. I appreciate that, Gregory Jones. Thank you, Gregory Jones. Tell people to hit that like button. I appreciate that. So Margot says, with a 501c3, do you have to write a grant in order to get funding? Margot, that's a very good question. So no, a 501c3 is your status. You still need to build business credit that's completely separate from your personal credit as a 501c3. That's a mistake that most 501c3s make. When you are a nonprofit, your first year is your proving ground. There is someone, okay, so let's say for instance Coca-Cola. Give me a moment. Margot, that's a very good question. So Coca-Cola has about $300 million that they give out every single year. All right. There is someone that is over that $300 million. So what happens is that they have to give account for the businesses that they give the $300 million to, and they have to make sure that they're not just giving money away, but they're actually giving money into a business. So you have to show that you are a stable business first for certain companies to give you grants. Now, in the 501c3 coaching, I'm going to show you where you're able to go to get immediate funding and to get immediate grants. There is a small amount of companies that will give you grants as a brand new startup as a 501c3. But typically speaking, they want to see that you are in business and that you're stable. Over 9,000, well, over 800 businesses start every single day in the United States. That also counts for ministries, churches, nonprofit organizations. However, over 9,000 businesses fail every single day in the United States. The reason why they fail, Margot, is because they're underfunded and because they don't have the proper structure. That's why in my course, I teach you the proper way so that you're able to survive. I think I'm going to create some t-shirts. And you guys know, one of my favorite sayings is the only person stopping you from being successful is you. But another saying that I have that I've been saying lately is because people say, Dean, you have such a lavish lifestyle. Like, how are you able to do this? Is because of business credit, business funding, and leverage. Like, you didn't start your business to be broke. You didn't start your 501c3 to be broke. You don't have to be broke. As a nonprofit, then executive director can get up to $150 for a brand new 501c3. For an established 501c3, up to $250,000 just for your salary. You did not start your business to be broke, and you did not start your business to be mediocre. That's why in my course, I teach you how you're able to structure and to build your business the proper way so you won't be broke, so that you won't have to struggle. I had to pay some bills today, like, oh, you guys know I get transparent. Ooh, I don't want to say that. I was about to say something. I just put it like this. Okay, I'll say this. It is by the grace of Jehovah God, and I thank God for my business being where it is, that I'm able to be as active in my daughter's life. Because every time I go see my baby, it costs me about $1,000, roughly. And I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was like, I just thank God that I'm positioned the right way for that. And it is by the grace of Jehovah God that that is the case. And I'm not saying this to impress you, but to impress upon you that whatever you want to do in your business, we created our business to be financially stable for our families. And so even though it's tough and it sucks, and outside of all the other stuff I have to pay, it costs a pretty penny for me to be in my daughter's life as active as I am. And it's by the grace of Jehovah God that my business allows me to do that. And basically that's what my favorite thing, I guess, for mentorship is that you did not start your business to be broke. You did not start your business to be stressed out. Yes, stress come. Yes, vicissitudes of finances come. But that doesn't mean that you have to stay there. If you leverage yourself the right way, if you plan the proper way, you can be a successful entrepreneur and you can be a multimillionaire. The only person stopping you from being successful is you. Very good question, Margot. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so Mario says, do you need a bank to buy your truck? No, you do not need a bank to buy your truck. The same company who approved LoShawn for his 200 or his $180,000 truck. It wasn't a bank. It was a company, and LoShawn was set up the proper way for On Point Trucking Concepts. All right, Big Griff says, Dean, I opened up a business checking account at Wells Fargo using your virtual business address 6 weeks ago. Later, they closed my account because the address was a suite. Big Griff, that means that something wasn't set up the proper way. When you say they closed it because it was a suite, something wasn't quite set up the right way. I need more information with that, Big Griff. I need more information with that. That doesn't sound quite right. Was it a virtual office that shows up as a virtual office, or was it a virtual office that still shows up as a PO box? That's the reason why there's certain how many of you guys know every girl isn't a wife, a woman is not a wife. Ladies, how many of you know every man is not a husband? How many of you know every car is not a Bentley? How many of you guys know that flying is not always flying private and not flying in first class? There are different levels to it. There are some cheap companies out there, when they go through underwriting like Big Griff, things can happen like that if it's not structured the proper way. So I would need to know a little bit more what company you use, what state you use, how it shows up. That's why in my course, I provide with you guys the quality content and the quality resources where this situation will not happen. That's a very good question, Big Griff. Bobby asks, how much is my course? My cigar went out. I was talking too long. Let me toast this cigar back up again. So Bobby asks, how much is my course? It's only $99.95 a month for 12 months. So let me explain that. So the cost of my course is $1,200 for the year. Okay, it's a contractual agreement. It's not something you can start and stop. So it's $1,200 for the year. If you pay your full tuition up front, you save $200. So it's $999.95 if you pay up front. You save $200. Or if that's not in your budget, it's only $99.95 a month for 12 months. So it's less than $100 a month for less than the price of a cell phone bill. Basically, it's the price of a cell phone bill. Speaking of that, I need to make sure I pay my cell phone bill. All right. All right, Mario, that's not accurate. Mario says, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mario says business accounts have to use your home or brick and mortar address. No, if you get the proper type of business address through the proper company and it's structured the right way, then you can go and use a virtual address. You don't want to use your home address on anything. All right, Mario, answer the question. $1,200 for the year. Thank you so much for that, Mario. You're awesome. Hey, Dean, what's up, G? Adams is in the building. Hey, G, how are you doing today? All right, so Kaneeman's Mina, I just say Mina. I say Mina. I like Mina. Mina. Mina says, your 501c3 is for marijuana industry in California. That's awesome. That's so cool. I want to change it to help the homeless. I'm going to call you. Okay, awesome, Mina. That's good stuff. That's a great idea. That's a phenomenal idea. So G. Adams says, should you have your LLC before enrolling to the course? G. Adams, that's a very good question. If you haven't gotten your LLC, then enroll into the course first so that I can walk you through the proper steps of getting your 501c3. Excuse me, my mind is on Mina. Sorry about that. Walk you through the steps of getting your LLC so that you don't make the mistakes of making yourself more difficult than it is, making things more difficult than it is. I'll walk you through that process and structure you the right way. So if you don't have the LLC, before you enroll, that's fine. That's even perfect. But if you do have the LLC, it's okay. We just have to go back and do some cleanup. So that's a very good question, G. Adams. All right. All right. So Ishmael Bay. I like that name, Ishmael. Ishmael says, is it a benefit to go into being a trucking broker? That's a very good question. Is it a benefit? Are you passionate about it? I don't suggest that you do anything that you're not passionate about. So let me make sure I answer the question. I understand the question the right way. Yeah, it says, is it a benefit to go into being a trucking broker? So Ishmael, are you passionate about it? Do you like helping out other entrepreneurs? Are you going to be able to make the hundreds and hundreds of phone calls to the shippers? Are you going to be able to do that? Are you excited about getting a one-call close? Are you excited about calling a stranger on the phone and closing a contract? Are you excited about networking? Is that something that you're passionate about? Because it's not easy. Nothing that we want to do is easy, but you want to make sure that you're passionate about it. I don't suggest anybody go into business for anything they're not passionate about, because it takes a lot of energy and effort to be successful. And I don't want you to give up because it's not really your dream. I don't want you to chase a dollar. The #1 best-selling book of all time when it comes to business development says that where your treasure is, your heart will be also. What I like to do is I like to reverse engineer that. Where your heart is, there you can find your treasure. All right. Ray Labati says, my mother credit score went up 50 points today. Awesome, Ray. Congratulations, guys. You guys can see it for yourself. Look right there on the comments. Look for Ray. Now, I know I'm behind schedule. There's a little bit of a delay, but look for Ray. Ray just said that his mother's score went up 50 points. Congratulations. I'm glad that the information that I'm teaching you can be successful. Good stuff, Ray. Congratulations. All right. So Issy Mian says, Dean, I want to sign up for the program. Should I call you, or what do we do? I'm looking to get credit lines to build a fleet. All right, well, Issy, enroll into the course. Start taking the course. Schedule a 15-minute consultation with me. If you want to do a consultation with me beforehand, I charge $150 an hour if that's what you want to do. If you want to do a full consultation before you enroll, a lot of clients do that. You can do that at $150 an hour. I'm not taking any more consultations until Tuesday because I'm going to New Orleans to spend time with my baby. I'll be traveling back to Atlanta on Monday, so I won't be taking consultations until Tuesday. So you can enroll into the course. It'll walk you step by step through what you need to do, and you can schedule a 15-minute consultation with me for free. That's included. That is mainly going to be available for executive coaching. So if you're watching this on the replay and this is dated up until, let's just say, December 1st, if you're in the startup coaching, you can still do 15-minute consultations with me for no charge. But after December, that's something that's just going to be set up specifically for people that are enrolled into the executive coaching, because executive coaching is going to be focused on more mentorship. All right, so Marco Bryant says, where can I check my business credit score? Marco, the best place for you to check your business credit score is a company that's called NAV, N-A-V-V. If you go to nav.com allows you to check your score. They have 3 different program tiers. The free tier shows you what your credit rating is. The second tier lets you see what your personal score is. The third tier not only will show you what your business score is, it'll let you know what's on it, and it'll also help you to find out when you do qualify for more underwriting guidelines to give you more credit. So NAV is the best place to go for you to check your business credit score. It's a very good question. All right. All right. True Wisdom. Hey, Dean, I want to ride. You want to ride in the range for real? Okay, well, if you want to ride in the range, I help you definitely ride in the range, my man. All right. Derek McDowell says, Dean, I have a 75 business score. I paid for a company to build credit, but I can't get funding. I should have started with you from the beginning. Yes, you guys see this. This is so important. So if you're watching this on the replay, look for the Derek McDowell's comment. I'm going to I'm gonna put this on. I'm about to screenshot this. Be careful. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. Would you trust a novice? Would you trust somebody that read books and watched YouTube videos to do open heart surgery on you? Or would you go to a trained doctor that is trained in performing the surgery? Would you go into a courtroom with somebody that watched a whole bunch of videos on, or watched Law and Order for 18 hours, and now they think that they know how to go into the courtroom and put the hands of your freedom in that person's hands? So I said all of that to say this. There are a lot of people out here that say that they do it. There are a lot of people out here that they claim that they do it. There, a lot of those people enroll into my course. My clients will tell you I had to shut down my course. I had to stop uploading content to get out a lot of these freaking thieves. So many people, I mean, because business credit is sexy. You know, business credit is something that people say, ooh, I want to do business credit, I want to get funding. But if you're not a trained professional, you have to be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Why would if somebody is at 350 pounds and they got a beer belly, why would I trust them to be my personal trainer? If somebody is broke, busted, and disgusted, living in their mama basement, why would I trust them to help with my credit? The exact same thing. You have to be careful of the people that you go through and the companies that you go through. So that means that now, when Derek McDowell, and you can see the comment for yourself, guys. Look for Derek McDowell. Let's see if I can see him. Look for Derek McDowell's comment. When you see Derek McDowell's comment on the replay, now when he enrolls into my course, we just have to do some cleanup work. As a business consultant, I have to do, majority of it is cleanup work. And once things are cleaned up, boom, then things can take off exponentially. And I'm sorry that happened to you, Derek. How much did you pay them, if you don't mind me asking? I would like to know how much, and use this as an opportunity to share and teach and show others. How much did you pay in order to pay a company to do it, quote unquote, for you and mess things up? So Derek, I would like to know that, if you don't mind me asking. Ray says, hey, Dean, I have a question. Do you think it is a good idea to start buying cars from an auto auction and work my way up from there? That's a very good question, Ray. Are you passionate about car sales? So if you're passionate about it and you like to see people successful, you like to see people's lives change, you like to see people get better and build some type of riches, because a lot of people always talk about wealth. Yes, wealth is very key, very cool. But the #1 best-selling book when it comes to quality of life, it says that wealth and riches, wealth and riches shall be in my house. So yes, wealth is a very good thing, but also wealth and riches. You want to get to the point where your riches do not make you broke. So I said all of that to say, Ray, are you passionate about it? If you're passionate about it, then yes, that's a very good way to do it. What I really would suggest that you do, Ray, is what some of my clients do is they want to start a car dealership, is that they build themselves up the proper way. You can get a line of credit that's called a floor plan. A floor plan is a line of credit specifically for purchasing cars. You can get a $200,000 floor plan, and they will give you $200,000 line of credit to go to the dealer auction specifically and get lines of credit. Get cars with your lines of credit, 100% separate from your personal credit. It's called a floor plan, and I can teach you how to do that if that's something that you are interested in doing. Ray, very good question. So Marlo Bryant, is that Marlo or Marco? Marco Bryant says, what is the name of the private Facebook group? When you're enrolled into the course, then you'll get access to that. The private Facebook group is only for clients that are enrolled into DCFI Online, but the name of it is called DCFI Online Executive Lounge. You can find it, but we were not going to let you in unless you are enrolled into the course. Very good question. Oh, no. So Marco Bryan says, can you use a UPS store as your business address? No, you cannot, Marco. If you use a UPS store as your business address, you will be red flagged. Like the other person, you open up an account and companies will shut your account. You cannot use a UPS store as a business address. You will be red flagged and you will be shut down. And what'll happen is that they won't tell you why. And because they won't tell you why, you think, oh man, it's not working. No, you cannot use a UPS store as a business address. You will be red flagged and your accounts will be shut down and you will not be able to get funding. That's a very good question. The same thing for a P.O. box. That's a very good question. All right. Mr. Semi Trappers in the building. Anyone in DCFI online? OTR drivers? Wow. Mr. Semi, there are, what did we say? The number, because somebody just enrolled into DCFI online before the course started. Let's see what number we're at. We're at 398. And out of the 398, there are 30% of the 398 are OTR drivers. It's a very good question. So there's a huge demographic of entrepreneurs that are building their own trucking company and building their own fleet that are enrolled into DCFI online. That's a very good question. Thinking about enrolling, you have time for the course? Yes, you definitely have time for the course, Mr. Semi-Trucker, because listen, when you do your reset, when you're at the shipper waiting to get loaded, when you are at your final destination, when you're waiting in line to get your freight dropped off, there's a lot of different options available for you, and everything is available for you on a replay. So the course is go at your own pace. So a lot of times I tell people all the time, you can either make changes or you can make excuses, but you cannot make both. And the course is set up to go at your own pace to fit around your schedule. So yes, as an OTR driver, when you're doing your reset, when you're waiting, when you are sleep time, all that good stuff, 5, 10, 15 minutes, you do a lesson and you're moving forward. And you have access to the course for a full 12 months so that you're able to make sure that you maximize everything available to you. So that's a very good question, Mr. Semi-Trucker. All right. All right, Demoris Sutton says, how do you go about hiring a tax professional and an attorney? Demore Sutton, that's a very good question. It depends on what you need your attorney for, because attorneys specialize in certain things. Like my family law attorney, she specializes specifically on family law. You have a tax attorney, they specialize in tax. You have a litigation attorney, and they specialize in litigation. You have contract attorneys that specialize in looking at contracts, and you have entertainment attorneys. So the best way to figure out the best attorney is to go online and look at the reviews. You want to look at the reviews, and you want to find somebody that has very good reviews. My suggestion is to find somebody that has a very big presence. Because I have a very big social media presence, I am very guarded and very particular about what I put out there. You want somebody that cares about their reputation, because if they care about their reputation, then they're not going to take shortcuts, and they're very meticulous, and they're going to do the best that they can to provide you for the best service. So that's my suggestion for you, D. Moore. That's a very good question. All right. Mr. Business says, should I get my 5 vendor accounts before moving to get store credit? Mr. Business, that's a very good question. You're not going to be able to get store credit unless you have that. That's a minimum guideline. That's a minimum criteria. It's kind of like this. Building business credit is a recipe. Like, for instance, what you just asked is, should I put icing on a cake before I put it in the oven or after I take it out of the oven? You can't put icing on a cake until it comes out of the oven. And after it comes out of the oven, you can't put icing on a cake until it cools. And you can't put icing on a cake until after you take it out of the pan. So there are steps to building business credit. And that's why in my course, I walk you step by step so that you don't make the mistakes of getting denied and turned down. And you don't want to go to certain companies before your time, because you don't want to create a file with them, and in that file record they're going to have a denial. You don't want that, because then it's going to make it more difficult when you do meet the criteria. They're going to automatically put you through a manual underwrite. The reason why they're going to automatically put you through a manual underwrite is because you have a denial on file. But if you wait to the proper time and you apply, you can get an automatic approval through automatic underwriting where nobody looks at your file. So the way that I teach you in the course is to walk you step by step so that you can get as many automatic approvals as possible. That's a very good question. And the number one reason why people fail is because they don't know the recipe. They think it's just, oh, you could just go and apply. You're not going to be able to apply. We have to walk you step by step through the proper process so that you will be approved. In my course, we teach you the underwriting guidelines. So we know without a shadow of a doubt that you'll be there. Let me give you an example. I have dinner reservations and I got to cancel this. So we're in Vegas and we're about to go to a really nice restaurant, all right? Asian restaurant. Somebody who does not know might go to this restaurant and they say, well, the wait is 2 hours if somebody doesn't show up for their reservation. If you didn't know that, now you just wasted your time and you might not be able to eat. But if you know that ahead of time, you're able to make the reservations, you're able to get out your car, walk right in, you're sitting down at your table in less than 5 minutes. It's the exact same process. It's the exact same criteria. That's a very good question. And I'm gonna have to try to pick like 3 more questions and get ready to go. All right, so Bobby Wright says, is a website good for business credit? Bobby Wright, that's a very good question. You have to have a website in order to build business credit. In my course, we provide a website for you for free. Yes, we provide a website for you for free because you're not going to be able to get funding without it. So for the first year we're going to provide your website for you for free and provide the hosting for you for free. So Bobby, that's a very good question. The reason why we do that is because we're empowering you. We're educating and empowering you. So we're going to give you a website for free, and it's a completely full, decked out website. It's your own website. It's professional. You own it, because you're going to need that in order to get approved. You're not going to be able to get approved for funding without that. That's a very good question, Bobby. I'm going to answer 2 more questions and I got to go. All right, so Prince304 says, how do I go about finding a mentor? Appreciate everything you do. That's a very good question, Prince. The best way to find a mentor is to develop a relationship. Like in my last video that I posted, I was actually with my mentor before I came out here, and he's a multimillionaire. He's been a multimillionaire ever since I known him, very unassuming millionaire, and I met him when I was 18 years old. And he just had a $63,000 check just laying around. If you have not seen that video, I am going to actually, at the end of this video, I'm going to have, at the end of this video, there's going to be a circle right here for you to, there's going to be a circle right here for you to subscribe. There's going to be a link right here for a video, a link right there for a video. And right here, I'm going to put the video of my mentor and I, where he just had a $63,000 check lying around for a real estate deal that he did. But to answer your question, Prince, the best way to find a mentor is to find someone that has success in the area that you want, all right? And then find someone that's willing to teach you. Now, you have to have the heart of a teacher, and you have to have the spirit of a mentor to be a mentor. That's one way to do it. There are also other different programs that are available that you can go through to find a mentor. In the executive coaching, I'm going to be providing some mentorship. It's going to be more than what I'm doing right now. In the startup coaching, that's going to be available specifically for the executive coaching, and that's going to have some form of mentorship with it. One best way is to follow somebody online that you like, admire, you trust, and buy into what it is that they're teaching. So whatever it is that you want a mentor for, find someone that specializes and they are a specialist in that field. Someone that, like I said, that has the heart of a teacher and the spirit of a mentor, and link up with them. That's a very good question. 2 more questions and I got to ride out. All right. All right, so Bobby says, iPostal gives us an address. I asked because they're cheap. Yes, everything that cheap is, it costs to be the boss, Bobby. So in my course, I connect you with a vendor where you can get a business address for $50, okay? It costs to be the boss. So yes, even though you can get a P.O. box or you can get a virtual office from UPS and it's $30, that extra, or $20, that extra $20 or $30 per month is worth it. I ordered pizza for the team and spent $46. This cigar cost me $25. I said all of that to say this: if you are laser focused about what your goal is, you can set certain things aside and you can afford it. A lot of people, they look for reasons why they can't afford it, and other people look for reasons how they can afford it. Like I said, you want to position yourself to prosper, and the only way for you to do that is to take away excuses. When an opportunity meets preparation, it breeds success. So you have to position yourself so that you can take on those opportunities. So that's a very good question. All right, one more question and I got to ride out. All right, somebody said they need donations for their jet. Okay, True Wisdom, we're going to leave that foolishness right where it is. All right, Ray says, yes, I am passionate about it. How would I learn about the floor plan program? That's a very good question, Ray. When you are enrolled into the course, like I said, right now up until December. So if you're watching this and it's after December, you're going to have to enroll into the executive coaching. But right now in the startup coaching, when you enroll into the course, you'll be able to schedule 15-minute consultations with me. And we can take that entire 15 minutes and work specifically on helping you to position yourself for that floor plan. If you want to do a regular one-on-one hour consultation, I charge $150 an hour over the phone, and I charge $250 in person. If you know that you just like one-on-one time, then you're able to do a strategy session, 5-hour strategy session. You don't have to do all 5 hours at one time. We can actually break them up into 5 different sessions or 2 different sessions if you want. And you can do a 5-hour strategy session for $500. So you're able to save on that. So if you want to learn how to set up your business the right way to where you can get approved for a floor plan, those are the 3 options for you. You can either enroll into the course and use your 15-minute consultations for free, or you want to just do a one-on-one consultation to get started, or if you know without a shadow of a doubt you're going to need multiple sessions, you can do a 5-hour strategy session. So guys, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's session. You have been watching, let me see if I can put it back up there, boom, money making motivation. Yes, so this is what the new podcast is going to look like. This is the technology, boom, this is the technology. This is what the new podcast is going to look like. This is how things are going to be. Money making motivation with E.DeanCole. Money making motivations with E.DeanCole. That's what this is, guys. Thank you so much. This has been a Cigar with the CEO. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Listen, the only person stopping you from being successful is you. If you found this valuable, I want you to hit the share button. Share this. Like this. Leave your comments below. I just took the chat off, but anytime we go live from here on out, I'm able to put the chat up, which is really cool. Listen, if you're enrolled into the course, my job is to make you be as successful as you can be. Don't feel overwhelmed. You're not in this by yourself. If you want someone that specializes and teaches and does this full time, I suggest you enroll into the course. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Snapchat. All of that information is provided below, and the link's in the description. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and subscribe, hit the button right here to subscribe. Look at this video, look at that video, and if you want to see the video with my mentor, that is boom right here. Listen, the only person stopping you from being successful is you. Go get them. Success is waiting for you.